Hi everyone, Poop Thinny Fantano here, the internet's busiest music nerd, and it's time for a new review of the Landon Davis project, My Grandpa's Final Words. If you don't already know, Landon Davis is a relatively new artist who exploded onto the scene with his first track, New Recording 16, a voice memo style single that details Landon's grocery list in a sort of avant-garde ambient fashion. Now, the grand debate over Davis's releases has been whether or not to consider tracks like Needle Drop Video Idea or Loud Fart Lull as music in the first place, considering the literal voice memo style fashion is almost devoid of musicality entirely. Along with the fact that all of these songs are not being released on streaming platforms, instead they are being released by Landon on social media with disclaimers such as, "Guys, these are just some fun voice memos I'm sharing, not songs." But playing into this character is precisely what is strengthening the allure of his music, thus leading people like me to review his music anyways. My Grandpa's Final Words is a departure in terms of tone in comparison to Landon's previous singles, all of which I've enjoyed thus far, mainly because they had a playfulness to them in some way, shape, or form. And with that childlike quality gone, we are left with a painfully drab retelling of his grandpa's final moments in the hospital. The intro track starts with these beautifully plucky vocals from a nurse character as she breaks the bad news, but they are immediately drowned out by these ear-wrenching, dreadful cries coming from a choir nearby. The track Heartbeat Monitor is a high point in the track list at this point with its use of a real-life sample of a heartbeat monitor. The grandpa's sunburnt vocals on the title track, My Grandpa's Final Words, feel forced. And what is the pitched up grandma feature on this track? Lyrics like, I love you, I'm gonna miss you forever, just come off completely corny and should have been cut entirely. Overall, the mixing and mastering on this album is amateur. It's lo-fi, not in the good way, and ultimately leads to the project feeling tedious and like I couldn't hope for it to end sooner, much like the grandpa's life. I'm feeling Hey! Those are my grandpa's final words! It's not some album to review! He was literally on his deathbed! I'm feeling a strong 2 to a light 3 on this one. Stop it! You may get away with giving me a 2, but because the internet is not a 5! No. Spare me. You know this is just my opinion, right? Well, Fantano, any last words? Musician, have you given this album a listen? Did you love it? Did you hate it?